when I get rich, I'm going to buy a bunch of cars and a bunch of these nice watches. But reality is, I do it because I don't want my kids to go through what I did. And I won't say that my parents did a bad job. I think they did really well for, how they came from and how hard they worked to get me to where I am now. But majority of my life I spent, being scared of buying things. And when I went to restaurants, I would avoid the appetizers, avoid any drinks, avoid getting toys, avoid getting, anything, spending money on school, extracurriculars. I spent most of my life kind of distancing myself from social life, and a lot of activities because I knew that a cost would come with it. And although I never had to worry about, where hot water will come from or where my next meal will come from, I've always had to worry about, debt and money. And this was one of the reasons why I took a gap semester after high school, because I wanted to make sure that I was set up, post, high school, and that I would get out of college without any debt. I think that one of the most important things as a parent is, to make sure that your kid never suffers the same way you did. So if you were broke and you understand how awful that feels, you should never, raise a child, and make them go through the same thing. I think that it is your responsibility, in a way, as a parent, to make sure that your kid doesn't suffer from things that they don't need to suffer from. Now, I'm not saying that you need to spoil them, but I think that, once you realize how bad or how traumatic, like, being super, super broke is, I can't imagine why you would want your kid to go through the same thing.